Hello and welcome to the Morphin Loft. Hello and welcome to the Morphin Loft. It's no surprise that today on the Morphin Loft we're going to the 2017 movie with the power sword and mask from the Power Rangers movie, which I said already. So before I talk about the toys, I just wanted to give my opinion on the movie. I know a lot of people said it and I'm going to say it too. I didn't really feel like it was a Power Rangers movie. It felt like it was a teenage angst film with Power Rangers tacked on the end. So I'm actually really looking forward to the next reboot. They're doing another reboot and I think they're going to learn from their mistakes and build it up. I think there have been some great fan-made trailers and fan-made videos of what Power Rangers could be, and I think we need to listen to the fans on this one. Bryan Cranston was amazing and I really loved the Megazord. I thought it was really cool and updated and a rethinking as opposed to a remodelling of the classic. The actors playing the kids were actually really good. We just didn't see enough Power Rangers. In fact, when we see the Power Sword, we see it crawling for about 5, maybe 10 seconds. So, the Power Sword. It looks really great. It has that electric, energized, blue kind of feel, and it's just really cool. From a personal feel as an adult, you have to hold it with 3 fingers instead of 4, but I can live with that. Like, ultimately, it is meant for kids, not for adults. So cosplayers, you're gonna have to make one yourself. Sound-wise, it actually does a load of stuff. Ooh.
Battle mode.
Okay, so battle mode. Lights and sounds going up, and as you swipe, you get sound effects. And these constantly flash and they'll keep going and keep going. It is quite sensitive, so if you're just standing there holding it, it can sometimes go off. Yeah, see? But I thought it was just pre-record, but actually it is motion sensitive. It has another mode as well, but I'm going to talk about that while wearing the mask because obviously I want to be a Power Ranger. So now the mask, classic elastic strap, and then it does have a head hold, but it doesn't work for adults. So the mask looks really cool. I like the way on the inside it has that rubber mask fitting. Like with the classic, I know you didn't wear masks a lot with the Power Ranger stuff. I know I didn't growing up because they're always the plastic bendable ones. But to have this goggle style element so it's not smashing the bridge of your nose is really great. And he looks like the Red Ranger. It doesn't look like you're missing out, and when you actually wear it, this blacks out. So you get that blacked out moment, even though there, it just looks like eye holes, so you can see through it. But when you're wearing it, you don't get that. And it has loads of sound effects that come with it. That weird, eerie, kind of really long sound effect, which is supposed to be the morphing sound, I guess.
It's morphing time!
Jason talking, it's morphing time, the classic.
T-Rex sword, it's time for battle. We must save Angel Grove.
Ooh, we must save Angel Grove. So it has loads of things that it says, which is really cool. Like, it's not limited to 2 sound effects like some of these toys are. And it has a lot going for it. Like, it looks like the character, it's comfortable to wear, and it has sound effects. There's not really a lot more you want from it. Animated, it has a morphing sound, even though you don't see a morpher in the show. The film doesn't have a morpher. The Power Rangers film, there's no morpher, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm still going to complain about that and move on.
Training mode.
Training mode, there we go.
Swing your sword. You got it. Slash attack. Yeah, way to go. Honey's approaching. Attack. Great job. Honey's approaching. Attack. Great job. Swing your sword. You got it. Ready? You've completed Ranger training.
So I thought the training mode thing was a pre-record and then it just censors when you swing. However, if you don't actually swing the sword,
Slash
it
attack.
keeps telling you to do it, but then you can
No,
actually
try again.
fail. You can actually fail the training mode. And obviously it's simple, it's just the swinging, but you can
Honey's
actually
approaching.
fail.
Attack.
I'll fast forward this bit.
They got
now.
it. You missed. Keep trying. You've almost got it. Let's keep training.
So the sword actually gives up. It says, you're not good enough right now. Let's try again. Which I think is really cool. I think it's interesting that it actually has a development level. Like the whole film is about the Power Rangers learning to fight and learning to fight putties and control their powers, which they struggle to get. But to have a weapon that actually does that, I think that's really rare. Almost like in the video game sense that until you're good enough, you can't progress. With loads of sounds, loads of putties attack, they're getting away, all sorts of stuff going on. My issue that I do have with this is they're different reds. For the Red Ranger, the sword and the mask are different colours. Like, how hard is it to get the same shade of red across the 3 toys that you brought out? Like, just for pure continuity of this, surely you need the same red. Having complained about the colour, the detailing on them is actually really good. They're sturdy and strong, with lots of moulding and interesting things going on with them. And they do look cool. Like, they just look like cool, futuristic versions. I know we love the 90s, we all love the 90s, but this is brought right up to the present day with these. If your kids are into the film, I would recommend it, and I think from a purely nostalgic point of view, I think it's really cool to have these from something that is iconic. In similar way to the Power Rangers movie, people would argue that the original Power Rangers movie wasn't great. It was a remake, Elseworld story, if you want to call it that, of a Power Rangers telling of a world that we're familiar with, and this is a trial and error moment of trying to do that. So I think these toys will be memorable and collectible at some point, possibly because not a lot of people got them, or possibly because it was an iconic one-off version of these toys. If you like these, there's a link in my bio on where you can get them. My work's a bit sporadic across summer, so I'm going to post as and when I can, but there's some exciting stuff going on, so keep your eye out. I'll be posting stories and YouTube videos and all sorts of stuff. Hopefully I'll even be able to find some Power Rangers around the world. Thank you for watching this review. Like, follow, comment and subscribe for more videos, more photos, and of course, may the power protect you.